overtime. I think that was our second foray into overtime since I've been here, and we were able to get it done. But the men I really want to honor right now are the guys in our locker room. I've asked them over the off season to mature, develop strength of character, strength of will, a toughness, mental, physical, emotional, and I thought they put all those things on display today. We came up short, and that's terribly disappointing to us. We didn't come here to come close. We didn't come here to lose in overtime. We came here to win. But hidden in that loss are some tremendous, tremendous things. And the most important thing to me is what I feel growing in that locker room. That's a good football team. UCLA is a good football team, filled with guys that really care and have really tried hard and will continue to try hard. We have to perform better. And that's all of us. That's coaches, that's staff, that's players. We all have to perform better, especially when we get in a game that's going to come down to the wire like it did today against a great team in a tough environment. But I just want to commend the players on our football team for what they're becoming. I think they're becoming something special, and I'm really proud of them. We all have things we can get better at, and we will work hard to get better at those things so that we can get in this situation again and get a win. But those men in there deserve a lot of credit for their heart, for their determination, for their overcoming adversity, for fighting in a tough environment, and unfortunately, coming up a little bit short. It was disappointing to us, but I'm proud of them.
What brought your team back after it was 24-9? You started playing better defense, started executing better on offense when it looked like things were pretty bleak. What really brought you?
Well, I thought we played good defense the whole day. I thought they got a couple things on us, but they're a good team, and they're going to get some things. But I thought we played good defense all day. I think what brought us back is just a will that we have, a determination that's developing, a belief in each other, a belief in what we're doing, a belief in the process that we've established. We didn't necessarily look at the scoreboard. We didn't look around us. We just concentrated on the next play. That's something that I want to see this team continue to develop. I think it's going to be something that carries us a long ways this season, and I'm excited about it.
Did you do a better job of protecting Josh late than you did like in the middle of the game?
We did, yeah, we did. Sometimes protection issues can be routes that are run wrong or quarterback not stepping up into the pocket. Sometimes it's a tight end, sometimes it's a back. And I say that only because, I don't want to sit here without having looked at the film and say our offensive line gave up X amount of sacks. It's really a function of everybody. So, it boils down to this, and we talked about it in the locker room, is, we all have to do a little bit better. We've got to eliminate the what-ifs and the should-haves and the could-haves, and we will. We will. These guys are very determined. I'm very proud to be associated with them.
Did you change the play on the two-point conversion when you called the timeout?
No, we did not.
Coach, you've always said Josh is really even-keeled in a lot of situations. How was he today, given this type of environment?
Fine. He knew that he made mistakes. The first interception, he was trying to get rid of it. He's got to, that's the next step in him maturing as a young player. And we've talked about it a lot, decision making. And those are decisions that he's got to make better. And he's going to come in here and he's going to, Josh, he's going to shoulder all of the blame, but he was responsible for bringing us back as well. But he's got to do it better. We've got to do a better job. We've got to train him better at protecting the football and making better decisions, and he'll get better from that. But I didn't see him affected by the environment. I didn't see our team affected by the environment at all.
Have you ever heard a game that bad?
Yes, I've heard a lot of games louder than those. Yeah, I was. You asked me those questions forgetting that I played in some pretty big games. So, yeah.
How big of an impact did Tack McKinley being out for a while?
Tack popped his groin, and he tried to come back that last series. I think he might have played 2 plays or something, then he came out. I think, I don't know what difference it would have made. I just know we missed him. We missed his speed off the edge. Not having Deion Hollins available to us, that hurt. I thought Keon, Lucier South went out there for his first time, and he showed that he's got some ability to be a really good player for us. So it's good to have Eddie back. It's nice to have Fabian back. I like our football team. We're terribly disappointed in the loss, but I love the way they fought back in a tough environment against a very good team.
You had talked about getting the grasp of this new offense,
Getting the what, I'm sorry?
Getting the grasp of the offense.
Yeah.
In the game, in conditions like this and everything, did you feel like it came on at the end, you had a better grasp of it in terms of, you know, what we do best out of this?
You know, we moved the ball well, we just couldn't find the end zone there in the first half, and that really hurt us, obviously, not being able to put sevens up and only settling for threes. By the way, J.J. Molson and Johnny and Austin all did a really nice job, but I felt like we settled into a rhythm. You know, there's still some times where we just, you know, we took the wrong step, or, you know, not necessarily busted assignments, but technique errors, fundamental errors. And we're going to get better and better as we go, because these guys work at it. It's a great group of young men. I can't overemphasize what today showed me about these guys, even in defeat. I saw something here at UCLA that I certainly haven't seen in my time here, and I'm excited about that.
Coach, you knew Miles Garrett and Deshaun Hall was going to bring a little bit of pressure today. How do you think they did, and how do you think your team did in standing up to them?
Those guys are outstanding football players. I mean, they are just really something special. They bring it every down. You know, I mean, they don't take plays off. They are fearless and fearsome, and they rush the passer and they play the run. And we didn't do well enough, and we'll get better from it. But going against that type of competition only is going to make us better.
Talk about competition. Noel Mazzoni, what kind of competition did he put up, and what kind of words did y'all exchange?
I love Noel. You know, he's a great friend of mine, and we just, you know, we gave each other a hug after the game. And there's not a lot you can say to each other. It's an interesting business, you know, when you're trying to beat your brains into some of your best friends on a weekly basis. It's a really interesting dichotomy that we face as coaches sometimes. But I know he'll do a tremendous job here. He and Kevin are very tight. I thought he called a really good game. You know, he called a great play there on 4th down when the quarterback got into the end zone. And I think Texas A&M Aggie fans should be proud that he's their coordinator.
Did Nate Starks not make the trip?
Nate did not make the trip.
Is there anything you can tell us about that?
We just didn't bring him. It was just a coach's decision. So that's all I can really say right now.
Coach, with regard to Josh, a lot of big numbers. There were some plays that seemed like were there to be made. The first series, even on the play when he got roughed, he had a receiver open. He had a receiver open in the third quarter, get some deep balls, a couple of misses. Can you talk about, you had some pretty close plays that you didn't quite complete?
Yeah, we had it, and then we had that one down the seam. It was a little low to Austin Roberts, a couple. You know, I think the expectations are so great for Josh that anytime he misses a throw, you know, we're going to overanalyze it. And, you know, very seldom does a quarterback, you know, go through a game without missing some throws. But Josh would be as critical of anyone of himself, you know, and he'll come back and he'll make those throws next time. You know, that's the kind of young man that he is.
As encouraged as you were by the comeback, how disappointing is it to lose this given what the expectations were?
Well, it's horrible to lose. It always is. You know, it doesn't matter. We play to win, you know, and we work to win, and we came here to win, and we expect to win, and we demand that we win. But I don't want to lose track of some of the great things that did happen here for our football team, and some of the steps that we took in the right direction. And I also don't want to gloss over the loss either, you know, so you're trying to balance things. But anytime you lose at anything, if you're a competitor, it's tremendously disappointing, and we are tremendously disappointed.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.